Hey guys, welcome back to Think Beautiful, the channel where I discuss all things Meghan Markle and her heavily marked up brand as ever. Because as ever, Meghan Markle has put something out into the universe, which isn't so much I want to be a billionaire, but more like I want people to tell the truth. They should all just be telling the truth about me. Well, Meghan, be careful what you wish for because someone else has done just that in regards to your wine, because we now know where this wine is coming from. Now, this is about to drop next week, 1st of July. How could we forget? Oh, the day of all days. Now, this user on X, this is Kathy, California, Nevada, has done the hard yards. She has persistence. She has gone onto the registry and checked it out. And finally, this woman has actually registered her business to sell wine. So let me talk you through this. But before I do, please head over to Kathy's X account, give her a follow, go and have a read through because she needs all the credit for this. As far as I know, she is the only one who has delved in and found this information. So well done, Kathy. You're awesome. We love people that get in and get the data. Love it so much. And here we go. I'm going to talk you through this because to legally sell alcohol in the USA, businesses need to register with the Alcohol and Tobacco Tax and Trade Bureau. Okay, the TTB. I'm sure Meghan uses that anagram TTB all the time, along with her SKUs and her P&Ls and what have you. Anyway, they need to obtain the necessary state and local licenses. Now, Meghan has finally done this. Let's have a quick look. This is her application. You can see there, as ever, it just says as ever, not as ever Enterprises LLC or anything fancy. So I'm not sure how she gets away with that one. But anyway, that is her brand name as ever, plain and clear. We can all see it there. Now, this is the full application. You can freeze this, have a read through, or go and just look it up yourself. It's public available information. So simple to look at. I'm not showing you anything here that is crazy and private. It's all there for everyone to see. Now, a few things I want to draw your attention to in this video because, as ever, Meghan Markle and her team, I should say, are so lazy. They're so lazy because look at the date of the application. It is the 17th of June. I mean, no wonder I could never find it before that. Who would leave something so late? This thing is dropping next week and she's only just really applied. So she has been issued with this now. But I mean, goodness, what is going on at the As Ever HQ? What is happening over there? It must be an absolute shit fight. I tell you what, it must be awful over there right now. The only reason I can think that she would do things at the last minute like this is to try and make sure no one gets wind of it too early. That's the only reason I can think of, but it's not working clearly anyway. So, we've got Kathy on the case, and yeah, that's not going to happen. Not going to happen, Meghan. So, anyway, that was the first thing I wanted to draw your attention to. The second thing, obviously, is where it's coming from is listed on the application. So, it's coming from the Kundi family winery. I'm probably saying that wrong. It could just be Kund, not too sure. I'm sure someone will have a field day with that name. But anyway, you can see clearly. So, this is the Duchess of Drop Shipping. I'm telling you now, this is all she is doing. It's so simple to do drop shipping. Why is she doing this and pretending that she is not? So when I go over and have a look at this Kund family winery, they've got a nice website. Go and check it out. I'm sure their wine is amazing. They've just been all caught up in the Meghan Markle, and yeah, I don't think that's going to be good for you guys. But each to their own. Do whatever you want to do. Now, when I have a look at their wines, I can see they do have a rosé. So, and it is a 2023 variety as well. So, it's called the Signature Rosé, but it is from Sonoma Valley. Now, they don't actually seem to do Napa Valley, but I'll get to that in a minute. Now, this is priced at $40 a bottle, which is pretty normal, and as well as pricing, I'll get to that later as well. But if you look at the tasting notes for this is the tasting notes here. Our limited bottling of signature rosé is beautiful in hue and flavor. This wine is deliciously enticing with aromas of apricot. All right, apricot. We know who likes apricot right now. Orange peel and pear with a heady floral note. Flavors of tangerine, strawberry, and peach mingle on the palate and enrich the wine's creamy finish. Now, Meghan Markle's tasting notes, I'm sure were written by Meghan Markle because they are terrible. Anyone who knows anything about wine, okay, this is just embarrassing to be honest, but it does sound very similar. With soft notes of stone fruit, that's another word for apricot, gentle minerality, well, I think they've just thrown that in, and a lasting finish. No one says that about wine, okay? This bespoke blend, la di da di da. Okay, so it sounds similar. You don't get much from the as ever description because, why would you? They're pretty secretive. They don't like to give anything away, but there is a possibility it is the same wine. I'm just a bit confused about the region because when you look up the Kund family winery and ask the question, do they ever use any grapes from the Napa Valley? Well, they don't. They are primarily focusing on the Sonoma Valley. That is where they are located. That is their thing. So this is actually a bit confusing. I don't know where she's getting the grapes from. Is she getting a good deal from someone and then she's bringing them across and then Kund are putting it together and making the wine? I don't really understand it. It seems a bit weird to me, to be quite honest. Now, the Sonoma Valley and the Napa Valley are adjacent. Basically, you can see there on the map. So they're very, very close, but they're not the same. But I don't know, they could bring in some grapes from the Napa Valley to Sonoma. Who knows? It's just a bit odd. The whole thing doesn't quite add up. As ever, something seems a little bit off, I have to say. Now, the next thing I want to draw your attention to, and this is something Kathy also discusses in her X posts, is the classification that Meghan Markle has decided to go in under. So she has decided to go in under the dessert, port, sherry, and cooking wine classification. Now, if it wasn't being made by such a reputable winery, I would definitely say this is going to be a cooking wine. Really not worth drinking and probably not safe to drink. But that's probably not true. I'll give them that. But yeah, so why is she going in under this classification? It seems a bit strange. And that is because in the US, wines are classified into table wine, dessert wine, and sparkling wine based on their alcohol content. Table wine is defined as grape wine with an alcohol content of 7 to 10% ABV, which is alcohol by volume, while dessert wine contains over 14% and up to 24%. Sparkling wines can fall into either category, and wines exceeding 24% are typically classified as fortified. Okay, so what it basically means is that she's kicked it over into the dessert wine category because of the alcohol by volume. So she must be hitting higher than 14%. Now, of course, Meghan has got heaps of alcohol in her wine. Is anyone surprised by that? She is such a day drinker. She wants to get the maximum out of anything. It's just like anything in life, really. She likes to squeeze as much out of whatever she can. So, one glass of wine, she wants to really get the best value. Now, it seems a bit strange, or I wanted to know a bit more about it because I didn't know if that was a normal thing, if rosé should really be sitting up that high. So I had a look at some comparable rosés from the Napa Valley, trying to keep it relevant. We've got this one here. This is the Avinados rosé. It's pretty low. It's 12.5% compared to what Meghan might be pushing. So that seems okay. Meghan's pretty high compared to that one. We've got here the Southern Roots Wine Rosé. That is 14.5. So they're a little bit over. I don't know, maybe Megan's sitting around that 14.5 or something like that. Another one here, the Paradox Rosé, is 13.9. So I guess it's not crazy to think that it might have about 14%. It just, yeah, she's just kicked it over a little bit more, I would say. But there you go. So definitely Meghan Markle has a high alcohol content. This thing, don't light a match near this wine, is basically what you need to know. All right. This thing is going to go up, and that tablecloth, like that's just a fire hazard, basically. All right, now in regards to the price, this is what we want to know because we still don't have that information, or at least I haven't seen it anywhere. I'm sure Megan doesn't want us to know until the last second how much this wine is actually going to cost. But when I have a look at some comparable wines, let's see what price we should expect this to land. Okay, this is normal pricing. I haven't added the Duchess surcharge, all right, but a normal a normal bottle of rosé from the Napa Valley, you're looking at, we've got $38 here, we've got $26 here, we've got $27. We've also got $30. We've also got the $40, which was the one that I showed you first of all. This one here from the Kund Winery. So basically, the average that we would be expecting for Megan's wine on the market, the average price is around $32 or 20 cents, whatever, per bottle. All right. Now, what do you think this wine is going to end up costing? I want to know your thoughts in the comments. Please tell me, if the average bottle is around $32, what do you think Megan is going to go in at? Is she going to hit the 50? Is it going to be 60? What is she going to hit us with? I can't wait. I can't wait for the 1st of July just to see the price, to be really honest. I'm sure I'm going to fall off my chair. I don't think it's going to start with a 3 unless it's like 300. So let's see what it is. But yes, please tell me what you think it's going to cost. But there you go. The Rosé Expose, again, by someone on the internet. This is Kathy, California, Nevada, on X. Go and check her out. People are onto you, Megan. It's not because, you've got a brand and, oh, we don't want it to go well. It's because of all the things you say. And certainly when you said people should tell the truth, we're just trying to help you out, Megan, because we want people to tell the truth just as much as you allegedly do. But guys, please let me know your thoughts on this rosé expose, and are you excited for July 1? I mean, that's probably not a great thing to say because it is a sad day. For sure, it's a sad day for Harry at least. Not so for Meghan. She is going to be watching her bank account. But guys, please like and subscribe, and I will keep these videos coming. Thank you so much. Bye.